UploadINC ransomware exploits critical vulnerabilities in SonicWall devices. As of August 2, 2026, INC ransomware has impacted 885 victims. Ransomware attacks are escalating. SonicWall appliances are at risk. This highlights a significant threat to organizations. The SonicWall SMA 1000 is a secure access solution used for remote access. However, vulnerabilities expose organizations to attacks. This device is crucial for secure access, but it is vulnerable. Why should we care? Vulnerabilities can lead to data breaches. Organizations face significant risks. Understanding these vulnerabilities is vital for security. CVE-2026-15409 is a critical vulnerability. A CVSS score of 10.0 indicates severity. This vulnerability allows arbitrary command execution. The causal chain of exploitation begins with untrusted input. This leads to a server-side request forgery, which is the broken point in the process. CVE-2026-15410 is another vulnerability being exploited in the wild. This enables further attacks on systems. Both vulnerabilities are actively exploited. Victims are facing pressure tactics from unknown attackers. Organizations are pressured by these attackers, leading to increased anxiety among victims. Both vulnerabilities are under active attack. Immediate action is required to mitigate risks. Immediate action is necessary to protect systems. SonicWall published a security advisory on July 14, 2026. This advisory includes recommendations for patching vulnerabilities. SonicWall has acknowledged the vulnerabilities. Patching is crucial, but gaps remain. Organizations must implement patches. However, details on the attacking organizations remain unclear. How it unfolded? On July 14, 2026, SonicWall published a security advisory. On July 15, 2026, NVD published its analysis. On July 21, 2026, the Hacker News published an analysis. On August 2, 2026, the most recent victim was listed. On August 3, 2026, the INC ransomware threat report was published. What this teaches us? Which design assumption failed? Could this happen elsewhere? Which secure design principle was violated? How should vendors redesign systems like this? What should security teams monitor from now on? Which design assumption failed? Authenticated users are trusted to operate securely. Attackers exploited authentication to execute arbitrary commands. Internal requests are safe from external manipulation. SSRF vulnerabilities allowed external control over internal requests. Could this happen elsewhere? Web application firewalls often assume authenticated users cannot be malicious. VPN appliances may trust internal requests without adequate validation. Cloud service APIs sometimes lack strict controls on command execution. Which secure design principle was violated? Least privilege. Attackers gain excessive command execution rights post-authentication. Complete mediation. The system failed to validate requests adequately for sensitive operations. Defense in depth. Single vulnerabilities allowed significant exploitation without layered security. Each principle highlights a gap that attackers exploited, underscoring the need for robust security measures. How should vendors redesign systems like this? Implement strict input validation and sanitization. This prevents command injection and SSRF attacks. Adopt a zero-trust model for internal requests. This requires validation for all requests, regardless of origin. Enhance logging of command execution attempts. This facilitates rapid detection of unauthorized access. Each measure strengthens security and reduces risks. What should security teams monitor from now on? Unusual command execution logs indicating frequent execution attempts from authenticated users. SSRF-related request patterns targeting internal resources from external sources. Open questions the evidence cannot close. Details on the organizations applying pressure tactics to victims. Like, comment, and subscribe for weekly cyber breakdowns. Comment with what you want analyzed next.